also depict a brief sketch of Professor P N Ghosh for all of us. Phanindra Nath Ghosh was born on February 11, 1884 in the village of Mazilpur, 24 Parganas, Bengal province of British India. He had completed his entrance examination from H.E. School of Mazilpur. Then he got admitted in the Bangabasi College under University of Calcutta to study physics and graduated in 1905 and stood first in the university merit list in physics and chemistry honors. He then entered the Presidency College for his master's in physics and subsequently earned MA in physics from University of Calcutta in 1908. He got the prestigious University Gold Medal for securing first class first in MA among the 17 students. Thereafter, Ghosh joined the Jessup and Company Limited as an apprentice, rejecting the lucrative offer from the government of Bengal. But he had to leave that job and join the Bangabasi College as a professor of physics in 1910. In 1914, Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee, the then Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University, founded University College of Science at 92 Upper Circular Road, comprising new departments like physics, chemistry, applied mathematics, etc. The initial appointment to the physics department included Professor C.V. Raman and Professor P N Ghosh. During this period, along with classroom teaching, he was engaged in developing new laboratories and also pursued his research in optical properties of materials, particularly mica, under the tutelage of Professor C.V. Raman. As a result of his seminal work, he obtained his PhD degree in 1920 from University of Calcutta with the thesis titled "The Color of the Stray in Mica and Other Optical Investigations." To initiate this endeavor, P N Ghosh was appointed as the inaugural Sir R. B. Ghosh Professor of Applied Physics in 1920. In 1920, he was deputed abroad by the university to ascertain the curriculum of postgraduate courses suitable for Indian young students in the industrial applications of physics. He also worked for a considerable amount of time at the famous Siemens company in Germany. He returned to India in 1923, having gained valuable insights and experiences during his time abroad. In 1925, when postgraduate program in applied physics was officially inaugurated with only 3 students, Professor Ghosh was assigned a single room along with a few outdated measuring instruments and 2 IHPDC motor for conducting classes in electrotechnology. In 1928, he, in collaboration with his colleague Dr. P.C. Mohanty, undertook the design and construction of Passion Rouge mounting with a remarkable 21-foot radius for the concave grating spectroscopy in the basement of the Department of Applied Physics, and was recognized as one of the finest of his kind in all of Asia. Due to his profound acumen in spectroscopic measurement, he was regarded as the preeminent measuring man of the East. Professor P N Ghosh served as a chairman of the Industrial Survey Committee of Bengal, and also he held the position of Vice President at the Bengal Industrial Research Board. He served as the chairman of the Scientific Instruments Subcommittee of National Planning Committee formed by Subhash Chandra Bose in 1938. Professor Ghosh chaired the physics section of the 28th section of Indian Science Congress at Benares in 1941. His affiliation with the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science began early his career and eventually became a fellow of the association. Also, he played a pivotal role as a managing committee member for 11 years. He held the esteemed position for the honorary secretary of the board of editors of Indian Journal of Physics, the flagship publication of the association founded by Dr. Sir C.V. Raman in 1926. Professor P N Ghosh passed away on December 23, 1946 at the age of just 63 at his home in 59 South End Park, Thakuria. Immediately after his death, the alumni members took initiative at the students' reunion to erect a bust and an oil painting of beloved Professor P N Ghosh at the first floor lobby of the department in 1948. The Indian Physical Society started P N Ghosh Memorial Lecture in 1957 and in 1984. The department organized a special symposium to commemorate the birth centenary of Professor Ghosh, reaffirming his visionary concept of applied physics. This is P N Ghosh, Professor P N Ghosh for us, and with this, my humble request to Professor Kaushik Das Sharma, sir, please come on stage for this very special moment. To our surprise, we have a very special guest among us, Sri Phanindra Nath Ghosh, the grandson of Professor P N Ghosh is here with us. Sir, please grace us with your presence on the dais. Thank you so much, sir. We thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule. Your esteemed presence has indeed glorified this event. We'll be honored to pay our homage to Professor P N Ghosh with this token of appreciation through you. Thank you so much. Professor Kaushik Das Sharma is going to felicitate Sri Phanindra Nath Ghosh. This is a very, very special moment for all of us. And let me take the opportunity to mention that the centenary volume book that we are going to launch in the afternoon session is dedicated to Professor P N Ghosh. Sure. Let me read this memento for you. In remembrance of Professor P N Ghosh, in the memory of Professor P N Ghosh, the first Rashbihari Ghosh professor and the head of the Department of Applied Physics during the period 1925 to 1946, whose creative imagination and organizing ability were mainly responsible to lead the department to position as an instrument of industrialization and modernization of the country. Department of Applied Physics, University of Calcutta, 24 January 2024. Sri Phanindra Nath Ghosh, I request you, sir, please say a few words for all of us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I consider myself privileged to be here, speaking in front of this august gathering. I am here because I am grandson of Professor P N Ghosh. Thanks to Professor Das, say something about him. Thanks to Professor Das Sharma again for publishing a comprehensive and informative article on my grandfather. It was published in Anandabazar Putrika. After reading the article, I was overwhelmed with an unknown emotional feeling. Creation has not forgotten the creator. It is great. It is an honor for our family. I actually do not know much about him. In fact, I have not seen him. I was born after 3 years. When I was a student, my father showed me letters from Sir Rashpur sent to him while he was in Germany. Actually, he worked in when he was in Germany. He worked in Siemens as well as Carl Zeiss Jena. My father also showed me a letter from Nobel Prize Committee asking Professor P N Ghosh, my grandfather, for nomination from India for Physics Nobel Prize. And I lost everything. I don't know why my father missed it. My father was also a student of physics at Rajabaja Science College. I think more information about my grandfather will be available with the department and Professor Das Sharma. Since I got this platform to speak, I am tempted to say something about myself. I have also a physics background. I did my master in physics with specialization in electronics from the University of Calcutta. The then Dean of Faculty of Science, the University of Calcutta, was Professor D.P. Raichodhuri, who was a student of my grandfather while he was teaching in the physics department. After passing out, after some time, I started a manufacturing unit at Behala Industrial Estate. It is 30 years back. It is running and it is engaged in the manufacture of battery chargers and float chargers. On float chargers, along with the battery bank, are installed as a backup system of HT switch gears in substations and generating distribution stations, transmission, etc. Since I am running an SSI unit, I know the struggle and I also understand their need for a good R&D support, particularly in the field of electrical and electronics technology, engineering. MSME in our country can grow with the support from government, bank, and university, technical institute, and R&D lab. Government for the infrastructure and promotional policies, bank for finance, and universities for technical support. A great example is China's stupendous growth. Industry-university partnership. India has also taken quite a few steps in this direction. I appeal to this pioneering engineering research institute, Department of Applied Physics, to help MSME with R&D. Maybe by opening a technology transfer division or department or an incubation cell for startups. Let this Department of Applied Physics become the leader again in the field of engineering research. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sri Phanindra Nath Ghosh, for your wonderful thoughts.